Okay. This video is going to be about the Ken Blanchard Leader Behavior Analysis, or the LBAII. And for all of you guys that are wondering where the links are, I will provide links, but I want to do that toward the end of the series. Um, this is going to be my last video of the night. The Ken Blanchard Leader Behavior Analysis is related to people and how they are as leaders. Now, if you want to take this, the real thing, you are going to have to pay money, and it is a hefty price. Now, for people that have a job, regardless if it's minimum wage or something other than that, and you're blessed enough or lucky enough to have something that's more than in California $8 an hour, then you're going to want to take this, if especially if you're a manager, or if you would like to attain something in a leadership role. Even if you're not a manager, if you're a mom or a dad, you are still a leader. If you're a brother or sister and you have other younger brothers or sisters, you are still a leader. Um, and that's one thing different between leadership and managerial duties. Just because you're a manager doesn't mean you're a good leader, and just because you're a good leader doesn't mean you're a great manager. Uh, Look at Hitler. He was a great leader, but his views were a little tainted, uh, thinking that his race was supreme, and thinking that he was better than a lot of people, and killing Jews, and uh, so kind of got to look at leadership separate from manager's job. Um, but I think the test is about, I want to say it's about $100, maybe 75, and you can put in the Ken Blanchard Leadership Behavior Analysis on Google, and I'm sure his website will come up, the Ken Blanchard website. This basically has to do with leadership as it relates to situational situations that a leader or a manager has to deal with, and it's a questionnaire, and I don't know how many questions it is because I only took the sample, and the sample is one question, and I can't remember if the question was on. No, I don't believe it was on his website. I believe the question. I want to say the question. It was either on his website or a website for dentists. I kind of had to go through some hoops for all these inventories. The only one I didn't have to go through hoops was in Myers-Briggs. That one, you can find information everywhere on the internet or on the World Wide Web. But for the other ones, I had to go through hoops because it's a lot of them you have to pay money for, and I wasn't about to do that. So with the LBAII, basically there's four types of leaders. There's S1, S2, S3, and S4. The S1 is high direction, low support. S2 is low direction, high support. S3 is high direction, high support, and S4 is gosh, S4 is low support, low direction, and low support. And I believe I was, let's see, what was my type? My type was S1. Now let me go through the four leadership types. Um, S1 type is directing. I want to see how much time I got. 4 minutes, so that's good. The S1 type is directing, and that's what I am. And basically, that's because I haven't had much experience being a manager. I haven't had the experience in the corporate world of delegating or coaching. So I'm going to tell someone how to do a job, how to do it right. I'm going to give them the resources they need, and it's similar to monitoring a process, checking back in with subordinates to make sure they do the task right as planned, giving them, like I said, the requirements to the task, giving them the resources that they need. And that's one thing that I always hated being at Oak Grove, was that I was not giving enough I was not given enough resources to do my job, and I always had to ask, can I have this? Can I have that? Can I have this? Can I have that? Just give it to me. But of course, there's a philosophy out there. Oh no, you can't trust them. You can't trust the rank and file ones. You can't trust them because they're the rank and file ones, and that's why they're there. You can't trust them. The S2 is coaching. That's high direction and high support, and that's characterized by asking for members' input, asking what their views are, and hey, you work in the rear of the rank and file employees. What is the solution to this? I'm up here. I'm the CEO or I'm the manager, but you do this job every day. So how can you make it better? How can we make it better? It's encouraging team members. It's redirecting. It's clarifying goals, clarifying objectives, asking questions, and active praising. Which one thing I noticed that I need to do a little bit more is active praising. Let's see. But the final decision is made by the leader with S2. S3 is supporting. That is low direction, high support. This is where the person doesn't tell a person what to do, how to do it, or anything. And I've had managers like that where they don't tell you how to do it. They don't tell you what to do. They just say, here's this. And they don't tell you how to do anything. This leader does not give the person the perimeters of a job. And this leader may want their subordinate to be a little bit more free thinking, a little bit more innovative as to, here, I'm going to tell you what to do and how to do it. And I'm very much, if you haven't noticed, I'm very much task oriented. I believe I am. As much as I'd like to believe that I am relationship oriented, I believe I am more task oriented. And I hear my dog growling. I might have to stop. Up, come up in your bed. Up in your bed and lay down. So you need to lay down. Just growling it. He's growling it. It's hard. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. There you go. Lay down. There you go. Nope. Lay down. Excuse me for a minute. Come on, little girl. Come on, little girl. Oh, I don't want to have to, whatever, chase you all over the freaking house just because you're scared. Okay, where was I? Ooh, don't lick me. Not right now. Okay, so I think I was on S3. That type of job or leader may work in engineering or may work in IT, where they want a subordinate to think for yourself. I'm not going to tell you how to do your job because I want you to be creative. I want you to think. I want you to think outside the box. And if I give you the perimeters of this particular job, it's going to be limiting. And in our industry, we can't limit ourselves to the creativity that may be found out there. And the last type is S4, which is delegating. Are you on camera? And delegating is low direction and low support. This is the one that empowers the subordinates to act independently and trust them to do the given task. This is delegating. This is when you have a duty to do and you delegate your duties to your subordinates. They provide the resources, they're affirming, they acknowledge the work that is given to their subordinates, and they give them challenging tasks. And if you print out the I forgot what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. I want to call it the situational analysis printout, but that's not what it's called. But it is situational analysis. And if you look into this and you study this type of inventory, you will find that as a person moves up, has more experience with managing people, they will move from S1 to S4. Because I have a low amount of experience being a manager, I am an S1, and I will tell people what to do and how to do it, and I will give them every single perimeter that they need to know what to do and how to do it. So I am an S1.